Hello, and this is Shadow of Wool, and welcome to my channel, Maferfun or Orisha Che. Today, I must tell you about my own Orisha, my own guardian angel who I'm crowned with. Maferfun and Kinkamache to Ochunyami. That means blessings and thank you to the Godfather that crowned me, Ochunyami in Puerto Rico, and thank you to Oba Oki Mayubona in Cuba. Thank you to every Santero Minor and Santero Mayor. I thank all of you. I also thank the spiritualists and all the people that were there for me in my darkest days, my family and everybody. But Mozupwe and Maferfun OCHOSI every day. Who is OCHOSI? Who is OCHOSI? OCHOSI is the hunter. OCHOSI is able to sniff out his prey, and he is the one who shoots the arrow. OCHOSI is that big petitioner of the police. OCHOSI is of judgment and good justice. His justice can also be blind, as he lived in the house of Obatala. He lived in his castle, but OCHOSI's castle dwells within the forest. This Orisha is so intricate and so deep. He was one of the Orishas that were able to cross over through the transatlantic slave trade, where the chieftains and the priest and the priestess who had OCHOSI coming from Ketu, as OCHOSI is the king of Ketu. And they managed to carry OCHOSI with them so that we can know who OCHOSI is. He is one of the 144 Orishas, as there's many more, who survived the Atlantic slave trade. OCHOSI Modupwe, my own father, my own crown. Some people are uncomfortable to say who is their guardian angel. I'm not. I've been through enough. I plan on going through more, and I give all love. So Maferfun OdeMata. Let's get started on who OCHOSI is. Not only does he hunt for good justice, for bad justice, for fairness, blind justice, but OCHOSI also hunts your happiness. In Candomblé, OCHOSI is love. Look at that. OCHOSI is the love of children and bringing people together. OCHOSI has different roles, as in Brazil and Candomblé, they say OCHOSI. Here we say OCHOSI. OCHOSI's totem animal are all birds and pheasants. OCHOSI also, his totem animal is the deer and the caribou. Okay? OCHOSI is a beautiful divine hunter that you can call on. He's an astral traveler. He has been in many different roles of the hunter. He has also come so far in the saint Catholicism. He is the saint called Saint Norbert, as well as Saint Sebastian. He has those synchronisms through the slave trade. Now, in studying OCHOSI, not only is he known as the legitimate and child at Yemaya, the goddess of the ocean and Orisha of the ocean, he was carried by Yemaya. He owns great lands, and he is a beautiful, beautiful Orisha. There's so much I can tell you about OCHOSI because his senses are so sharp. However, his vision has been implicated during the times that he walked the earth. So with that being said, his hearing and his senses, the children of OCHOSI, are very spiritual because their third eye and everything is open. That third eye works with many different senses. So with that being said, OCHOSI walks with his baston of abata and inlay. Those are the baston and the eyes and the senses of OCHOSI. Inlay being the doctor in the religion of Lukumi, Santeria, and Yoruba. Abata being his wife and being the nurse and working together. Going back to OCHOSI, OCHOSI's totems I have here, and I do not have my Orisha being seen, okay, and for public display. However, this is an example. These are the antlers that we use for putting this on top of OCHOSI. When you do receive OCHOSI, whether you receive it from a Santero or Santera or Yoruba priest or priestess or a Babalao, you will receive an arrow inside of your pot of Ogun if you're receiving your warriors. This arrow is considered the symbolic, sacred symbol of OCHOSI, OdeMata. This arrow is the arrow that is used and shot in the air and is used for many different things. Okay, so at the same time of looking at this arrow and looking at all the ademuses, we also use epo manteca de corojo, red palm oil, when we're putting this on top of OCHOSI. When I say on top of, I mean you would take his arrows and you would rub it with the manteca de corojo, the red palm oil, and you would pray to OCHOSI. This, once again, is not idol worshiping. It is a sense of understanding of the essence and the beauty of OCHOSI. This here I have here, which belongs to my OCHOSI, is his deer skin. Now, for some who are very sensitive to animals, we have to also respect in Orisha faith. This is who they walk with. This is who the Orisha walks with. Just like if you have a pair of leather sandals or leather sneakers that was made in a factory. This here is very sacred to the Orisha OCHOSI when we speak about goat skin and goat skin bags in terms of deer skin. OCHOSI is the hunter for food, justice, and happiness. Many people do not understand him completely. He is known as the left-eyed sorcerer. Okay, so as we go into it, he also likes agbato, which is mai total, toasted corn. He loves that, okay? He also loves ejaafin, which is the smoked fish. And he also loves hutia, which is the exotic. It's almost like a particular rat that was eaten back then in Yoruba days and is still used in Cuba and different parts of the world in ceremonies. And sometimes he works with honey. But most importantly, OCHOSI loves his anisette. So when we have this here with the anisette, we blow it to him and we offer him anisette. Now, in working with the spirit of OCHOSI, OCHOSI is very delicate, but he's very sharp. And his intuition is very on point. He makes us think that we can get away with so much, but he's standing right behind, listening to everything. OCHOSI is a beautiful guardian angel. He was given his divine right as a warrior by Olodumare Alofi Olorun. He is known to catch the most beautiful birds, as I have here a pheasant in representation of OCHOSI. And this is something that I also had to contend with, as my father was a hunter in his real life. My biological father, Ibai Intunu, rest in peace. That's what that means. And this here was given by my beautiful goddaughter, Chango Darlene. And there's just a couple of essences that I have around here so that you can understand OCHOSI. Now, there's some elders who believe that OCHOSI, like Elegua, works with a maraca, okay? Some use a cowbell in representation for OCHOSI. Now, say, for example, you don't have OCHOSI crowns. It's fine, as long as your heart loves OCHOSI. You can walk through the woods as he's the king of the forest. He moves so swift and he's full of so much love. He is a beautiful, humble guardian angel. Another essence of OCHOSI is his number. His number is 7. That's his main number. But then also OCHOSI works with number 2 and number 4. OCHOSI gives a divine right for us to be free and to follow our hearts. OCHOSI gives us the divine right to love and not to be bowed down to anyone. He allows you to let your crown shine. Maferfun OCHOSI OdeMata, he works with an Orisha called OTIN. And OTIN looks very much like OCHOSI. She's a female Orisha who is also a hunter who hides in different skins and stuff like that to shoot and hunt for her family. So with all that blessing being said, we give so much thanks to OCHOSI. I love all my Omo OCHOSI. Whenever I see them and I know of them, I go crazy because it's not that many children of OCHOSI crown. However, they're starting to come up. I also have to tell you this, OCHOSI works with OTIN, which is the Orisha plants. He is a medicine man. He is a healer. OCHOSI is love. Thank you for tuning in to Shadow of Wolves. I love all of you. I'm giving you Ache, Ireomo, Ireoma, Ariku Baba. And I thank all of you for watching this. And we'll go into each Orisha as the music for Agayu is coming in. Maferfun Agayu. I love all of you and thank you for watching Shadow of Wolves. Blessings to you, and you. Let's break out of the matrix, guys, and let's radiate on love, no matter what your belief is. Tomorrow we'll go into fairies, but I had to discuss the 3 warriors. And we'll go further into other warriors that are received when it's given by a Babalao. Lots of love and bless to you all. Have a blessed night. Maferfun, HUNTRESS, OdeMata, Odede, King of Ketu. King of Ketu, we love you. Ashe. Also in blessings, Alafia, Aho, Ase. This is Shadow of Wolves. I thank you for watching. I forgot to add the importance of people who do not have a HUNTRESS. If you do not have your warriors, or do not have a HUNTRESS in your house, what you can do is you can pray to him at the courthouse if you're having a problem and an issue with court. You can clean yourself with 7 pieces of different kinds of fruit, a banana, an apple, a pear. And then you clean yourself and you put it in a brown paper bag with 7 pennies and leave it in a safe place around the courthouse. You can also talk to a HUNTRESS and meditate with a HUNTRESS just simply by sitting outside. Guys, you don't have to have everything material. Work with what you have. Like I said, the Orishas and the spirits, they know your heart. A HUNTRESS loves yam, cassava, anisette. He loves grapes. He loves grapes soaked in anisette. You could cut up your grapes, green grapes, and you could put it in a hikara, and you could put some anisette. You can give that to a HUNTRESS. You can leave it in the woods. You can go in the woods and you can meditate on the HUNTRESS. Ask him to help you. Ask him to help you to find the way of whatever it is that you're looking for. Because the HUNTRESS is also love and justice. That's what's most important. So with that being said, Maferfun Olodumare, Maferfun Olofi, Maferfun Olorun, Maferfun Bobo Egun, and our ancestors. And thank you to all Orisha Che, Modupwe, Maferfun HUNTRESS, OdeMata, Odede. My Khan is very strong. Ashe, and thank you for watching Shadow of Wolves. Please email me if you have questions. You don't have to pay for a question, okay? Just email me, shadowofwolves777@gmail.com. I love you all. Blessings for this year and infinity. Modupwe.